just realized that
That's probably fine.
Okay.
What I forgot is that there's actually a screenshot from that Insomniac game of one of the characters, like a baboon or whatever, just being bopped in the throat. I'll probably put it in for the YouTube version. I don't know if you noticed, I put in a bunch more graphics for the YouTube version of last week, because all the stories were really long.
I didn't look at it.
Yeah. It's what I like is that it's not the Resident Evil 7 logo that you're talking about, is that it's not like they replaced the T with a numeral 7. Like, it's not like Resident Evil 7, right? It's just part of the logo. It's real good. I did say Happy Games instead of Hello Games. You're totally right. You're 100% correct. That No Man's Sky story. I said Happy Games instead of Hello Games. Well,
I mean, they're probably happy.
they're probably pretty happy about it, but that's a really good point. Let's redo that story. Good catch there.
Okay.
I heard happy too. Yes, you heard it because I said it, which was wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, let's redo that story so that we can get facts correct. While the game has been delayed for some final polishing, one of the first hurdles No Man's Sky faced in its development wasn't even gameplay related, but trademark related. Hello Games were only able to call their game No Man's Sky after a 3-year legal battle with UK telecom company Sky. Lead developer Sean Murray took to Twitter last week to celebrate the 3 years of, quote, stupid secret legal battles. Apparently, the UK media giant considers themselves so multidisciplinary that their trademark on the word Sky can apply to basically whatever they want. In 2013, they won a legal battle with Microsoft that resulted in their cloud-based SkyDrive being renamed its current moniker, OneDrive. It's a good thing Richard Branson isn't as protective of his trademarks, or olive oil, non-alcoholic daiquiris, and volcano sacrifices would all be in trouble. And my reading was better anyway.
I love the idea that there's like a lucrative volcano sacrifice market.
Yeah.
Wait.
A different microphone.
Different microphone. The AC cut in like halfway through that. Hopefully that wasn't too
it's probably
noticeable.
Due to bug, most of the subs weren't recorded in the database. Uh-oh. I think there's a way that we can check them, though. We'll figure something out, Corpse. Watching Mighty No. 9 reviews missed the point of a 2D shooter / people freaking out about Mighty No. 9 review scores is a wonderful end to a ridiculous series of events surrounding that game.
Yeah. I've seen some stuff.
I don't know what you mean by missing the point of a 2D shooter. I mean, it's still... I don't think it looks great, to be honest. Like,
it's, yeah. I have to say that my enthusiasm for playing it tomorrow has diminished somewhat.
Yes. Yes.
After seeing some of the videos.
Obi-Wan Canadian, Graham, when will the PAX pins be on the LRR store? In fact, previous PAX pins, I believe, are being added to the store today.
Alrighty.
After Checkpoint, I need to check in with our storefront and make sure that they will be going up. That'll be the PAX South Creepy Doll Barbecue pin and the PAX East Boston Spoopins.
Nice.
So, yeah. Why isn't Paul ever on actual Checkpoint? Because he's got to make all the things go.
Yeah.
Paul has to push all the buttons.
Somebody's got to push the buttons.
Kathleen will be returning soon.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So. Whoops. Right, it's over here. Sorry, what was that?
Also, I didn't realize that the...
Was it a grammar error that the byline for the Resident Evil segment said itchy tasty?
Nope.
No?
That's a meme from Resident Evil.
Yeah, an itchy tasty of things to come, yeah. Like a taste of things to come, but an itchy tasty. It was the very, very first Resident Evil game. There's like a journal you find. Yeah.
Yeah, so Kathleen will be will be coming back soon, and we'll probably be doing a few adjustments to how we run Checkpoint too.
Mm-hmm. Super Paul holds the camera with one hand and the boom with the other.
We've done that before.
Yeah, I mean, we've had, like, you know, some shoots, like stuff like the Magic spoiler videos sometimes. We've had, like, someone on camera, like, watching the camera and hitting record and then holding the boom and doing that. You gotta do what you gotta do. Kathleen never actually left. She's been wearing the green screen suit all along, and they just edit Graham in for all of her stories. Yeah, she's right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
That's why there was that weird shadow in the corner.
Wait, she's gone. Oh, she's over there. Okay.
So
she's over there.
Yeah, apparently the sub notifier is not going to be working right now, because I haven't implemented the changes that have stuff. So hopefully it will be working again tomorrow. I'll be working on that this afternoon, so that we can make those changes.
Mm-hmm.
So then we'll be able.
Captain Spam saying, hearing everyone complain about randos in Overwatch, I have to wonder, did everyone just forget how to play TF2? It sounds like randos could have known this all since then. Well, so, I mean, not everyone played TF2, right? And you've got millions of people playing Overwatch. Also, in TF2, when you had, like, the CTF mode, where you'd, like, go and get the intelligence and bring it back, as long as, like, most of your team was just sort of conscious and killing the opposing team, one person could, like, get in and get the intelligence and get back. It was better if everyone was on the same page, but, you know, a lot of people in Overwatch don't seem to understand contesting the payload, and, like, they won't go near it. And it's like, if you contest the payload, they can't move the payload, and they can't get the point, and you need your whole team to be on the same page with it. So.
I do like everyone say TF2 had the same problem. People didn't know how to get on the point in TF2.
Oh, okay. G-Dwarf, I mean, I'm not saying that it happens every game. I've had games with randos that have been great. But games, I'd say, I don't know, it's probably like 50-50. Like, games where I'm paired up with random people, I lose either because it was a good game and the other team was just better, or because my team doesn't understand, like, contesting the objective so that the other team can't get points. It's not about kills. So anyway, no, Corpline is definitely not ended. It has been a while since the last episode, and I feel really bad about that. But we have an episode. We just recorded one on Saturday, so we actually have 2 episodes recorded. I need to get it out the door, so I do apologize for that. I was basically fighting to get Sidewalk Slam online for like a week there, and that was very draining. Okay, let's talk about the news. It's a slow news week because it's after E3, so everyone's just doing like their Who Won E3 or the Best of E3 or, you know, game reveals, but no actual sort of like
being
news.
Like, what this game is like to play.
Yeah. No Man's Sky is the first story, which it's June 20th today, and it was the 17th when Sean Murray tweeted that their legal trouble is finally over, which is weird because it's like, what, you've been calling it No Man's Sky this whole time. What would have happened?
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess they figured something out before they announced it, but anyway, apparently, it's like, that's been going on for like 3 years.
Yeah, I like. He described it as a secret and stupid legal battle. Also, my favorite, there's a great quote from him where he's like, on the plus side, this is probably why Skynet hasn't become a thing yet.
Yeah.
Because apparently Sky Digital is extremely litigious.
Yeah. There's a multiplayer mode in Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which I super don't care about.
Well,
but it's there.
Apparently that's what's going to divide mankind, whether they like the multiplayer or single player.
Yeah, there you go. Positive changes, generally speaking, to Overwatch. I mean, it sucks that I can't just, like, one-shot Tracer and Zenyatta anymore, but that's honestly for the better. A lot of people didn't actually understand how they changed Widowmaker. They thought that her whole damage was reduced, which is not true. What they did is they reduced her base damage, but increased her multiplier. So her headshot damage ended up exactly the same.
Right.
But body shots are not as deadly. So for people where it took just one shot before, now it takes 2.
I kept thinking while you were doing that story, I kept thinking it's like Widowmaker's body shots, on the other hand, are still very pleasant.
Line up for body shots.
Yeah.
And those are the only changes that they've made so far.
My alternate name for No Man's Sky would be No Man's Guy.
I am No Man's Guy. Yes, they also made Widowmaker's ultimate 10% slower, and you have to fully finish the unscoping animation before you can scope again. So you can't quick scope because it's not Call of Duty or Counter-Strike or whatever. Insomniac is making some VR games.
Yeah, I check out the preview videos for those because there's some they look pretty cool.
No Man is a Skyland.
I feel like Insomniac is one of those companies that
No Man's Skylanders.
I feel like Insomniac is one of those companies that they're at sort of the right size of company where like they're not Activision, EA, or Microsoft or something where they're all they're sort of releasing the 10 billionth iteration of a franchise, but on the other hand, they're big enough that they can like experiment with stuff. So, and they seem to be trying to really trying to sort of do interesting, innovative stuff. Ooh, Flame 17 or Flame 7.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Copy that and paste it somewhere. Here. Let's paste it here.
Here. We paste here.
Thank you, Flame i7.
Cool.
Perfect. Oh, yes. And then, the Resident Evil thing, which, again, Alex and I are going to be playing on the Let's Nope this Wednesday, and I'm very, very excited about it because I haven't... It's just Flame? All right. Flame. Got you. Thank you, Flame. We haven't... I have pointedly not watched gameplay videos of it because I don't want to know. But, yeah, I'm really excited about it. And apparently it's... what was the quote? It was fully representative of the gameplay for Resident Evil 7, but nothing from the demo will be in the actual game. It's just like PT. It's meant to be
which is interesting, yeah.
A thing, yeah.
And it from just a little bit I've seen, it looks like it's first person.
That's a big change. I mean,
again, they
did 2 Resident Evil first person games. They did the Gun Survivor games, which were not terrific.
Right. But I guess that's part of what I think everyone is likening it to PT.
Mm-hmm. What's that in reference to? Here we... what is that? Here, we build here.
It's Invader Zim.
Invader Zim, yes, thank you. Yep. There you go, Lord Manny.
First episode of Invader Zim.
Yeah. I bet there will be evil in it, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Also, apparently...
to be fair, that's where evil lives.
Mm-hmm. So, the series in Japan has always been called Biohazard. And in North America, it was called Resident Evil. And apparently this one, it actually is... In Japan, it is called Biohazard 7 Resident Evil. And in North America, it's Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Yeah.
Like, they're using that as the subtitles. Because apparently there's both evil and Biohazard.
Well, I was actually reading a thing that apparently it was in Japan, or in North America, they were, in terms of marketing, they were really hiding the fact that it was like a pathogen aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And so like it was originally when the first Resident Evil came out, they were being really coy about like why there are zombies around. It was supposed to be just like a horror game in a mansion, right? Yeah. Where it turned, of course, the mansion is actually quite a small part of the overall thing.
Yeah.
So it was, from what I understand, it was kind of a marketing thing.
But I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, they do the same cool thing in the Japanese logo with the because Japanese logo just says Biohazard, and so the horizontal and down on the Z are 7.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty cool. All right, other stories. The Witcher 3 patched out a glitch that I had not heard of, but is hilarious, where randomly, and again, not to most players, but to some, it could happen. A noblewoman dressed in red would just follow Geralt around, and because she was from like some sort of competition section in the game, she follows him around and claps, and then goes like, "Long live the champion!" and goes like, "Woo!" Just all the time, constantly.
But because of where she is in the game and her status as an NPC, she's invincible.
Yeah.
And she is, she like can follow Geralt anywhere.
Yeah, like she chases after him. She can on foot.
Geralt.
Sorry, she on foot. She can keep up with him on the horseback.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly. He has a hype woman.
Yeah.
They patched it because it's actually supremely fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like I wish it was
constantly.
I wish
"Long
it was
live
something
the
that you could
champion."
like turn on in your.
I know. I want that.
Maybe if you could like bring up the console, you could like spawn her somewhere.
Yeah, it's like a weird stalker hype woman, and it sounds hilarious. And I watched the video, and it is really funny to watch. But I imagine that if she's following you around for hours and hours and hours in the game, it's actually really irritating. How long until mods bring that back? Oh, I'm sure they will. Devolver Digital is having a hilarious passive-aggressive turf war with E3. So previously, what Devolver has done is rather than pay to exhibit at E3, but still to get all the E3 hype, is that they have set up their booth, their like satellite booth, in a parking lot across the street.
And just set up like a portable trailer.
Yeah.
With like demo stations and stuff in it.
Which they're totally allowed to do. This year, a bunch of E3 exhibitors parked their semi-trailer trucks in a way that was very, very fence-like along the one side of the parking lot.
I was under the impression that
That was like a bulwark.
that was actually like E3 official stuff,
Yeah.
not just exhibitors.
Yeah, I think so. It was like official
It was
stuff.
like,
yeah.
So yes, and the like the press people from E3 are like, people park all sorts of places in all sorts of configurations all the time. That's the parking lot that we use for our back of house stuff. You know, it's entirely random how they parked.
Yeah, exactly.
So Devolver Digital in response put up a giant balloon.
Yeah, they got a giant balloon to float above the semi trucks to be like, we're down here. So yeah, I just think it's pretty entertaining. Devolver does some good stuff too, which is nice. This is kind of a funny story. So the new Phoenix Wright game, Spirit of Justice, takes place. Where is this? It takes place in Kurain, a spiritual kingdom, where in the courtroom, a 14-year-old royal priestess divines a victim's final moments through seance trials to determine guilt or innocence. So you get to see the like last minute of what the person saw before they died. So, meaning there's no need for lawyers.
Yeah. So the apparently and also lawyers are like hated.
Yeah. So Phoenix Wright is like, I'm here to be a lawyer, and they're like, we don't need we don't like you. B, we definitely don't need your help. And he's like, but what if I did? And
so presumably there's something. I think it sounds like it centers around a kind of like sort of a Minority Report kind of situation where it's like they can see what the person who died or whatever saw, but for some reason that's actually not, or that's leads people to the wrong conclusion.
Yeah.
You know?
So anyway, that could be kind
so
of
Phoenix Wright has to put on his whatever.
There's like a miniature controversy in the professional Counter-Strike world where Valve updated Counter-Strike Go with just a bunch of sort of like minor changes, but they also for one gun they changed this sound where when you're down to like your last 3 rounds, it makes a slightly different noise.
There's an additional noise. It's like a click as well as the thing.
So you can tell when you're about to run out of bullets, but your enemies can hear that as well.
Yeah.
And from the article at least, most people are like, you can't really hear it in the heat of the moment when there's all this other noises going on. But, it's like...
It's back again to this thing with the, when a game like that is being played at such a high level, the minuscule changes can make a big difference.
Yeah, generally speaking, what people are annoyed about is that Valve didn't test this on any public server before putting it live.
Which is sort of a consistent thing.
The article says, we've asked Valve for comment and we're met by Valve's typical deafening silence.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also, ever since Hitman Go and Lara Croft Go, what I imagine when people say CSGO is like the Counter-Strike guys on like a little grid, like moving around.
Yeah.
Which would be a very different game. But one that could be fun.
It would be pretty funny. This is a really, really minor thing, but in Horizon Zero Dawn, that game that was shown off at E3, if you pick up like a crafting thing, not like a blueprint, I guess like a blueprint.
Well, it's like one of these RPG type games where you if you want to build something, it's like you need whatever 10 of these things, 5 of these things, whatever.
Yeah.
But they have a thing where you can say
make a job,
and then it gives you it randomly procedurally generates a quest for you to go out and get those things.
Yeah. It's like, to make this, I need blah, blah, blah. And then you can just go and do it, which I think is really cool.
Which is one of those things where it's like a small idea, like it's a small idea, but it's actually kind of brilliant because the problem is always, it's like, okay, I need the hair of a dog. Where do I find that? And it's like, it can't just be that one thing. It's got to be like all this other, it's got to be this one specific thing that can only be got as a drop from this one monster, blah, 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 right?
Yeah. And Twitch, where we are now, is cracking down on view bots, which is good.
This is when you just see, oh shit, in half our chat.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, this is the one that I didn't know about. We at Twitch are well aware of the view bots, follow bots, and chat impersonation bots are a persistent frustration. I had how many of you are real?
Yeah.
It's just,
if you're a bot, raise your hand.
Yeah. Basically, it's people. Typically, people use them to inflate their numbers with the thought that if you have more viewers, if you look like you have more viewers, then you'll be more attractive to more legitimate viewers.
Yeah,
people
it's
be
sort
like,
of a self-perpetuating
there's so many
thing.
people watching this person. I guess I should go watch that person. Also, they can be used to harass other broadcasters. You have a bunch of you send a view bot at a channel and then go.
It's like a raid.
Look, they're using view bots.
Right. It's like a raid, except Yeah, if you're a view bot, it's like it's like police. If they have to answer if you say, if you ask them, they have to answer properly.
Yeah. If you're a view bot, you have to tell me.
Yeah.
So.
But the idea that that Twitch is, Twitch cracking down on it is obviously good, but that they have some stuff, that they're putting some new stuff in place to stop it from happening, seems good. I don't know how many. If you ever go to the Reddit, like r/livestream fails, which I highly recommend, by the way.
Yeah.
Until we show up there for some reason and then don't go. But my favorite thing is occasionally there'll be ones where it'll be like somebody streaming like doing a desktop capture stream.
Yeah.
And they just have like a tab that's like viewbots.com or whatever.
Yeah, they'll like tab away and be like, whoops. And it's like, you idiot. You massive idiot. By the way, do you remember a couple weeks ago when we got raided by that French guy? So I went and watched his VOD.
Right.
And he was it was like the end of his stream, and he was just sending his chat to different broadcasters.
Yeah, that
and
seems to be just like
and
what he does.
Yeah, and rebroadcasting their reactions and then just laughing at them, which is not allowed, so I reported him. But what I find hilarious, though, is that we completely didn't give a shit. We just no-sold it completely. And then I was trying to get the sub notifier working, right?
Right.
And because he was so hilariously French, he didn't realize. He thought that when we were messing around with the sub notifier, that we were like desperately trying to ban a bunch of people. So he was like, look at these idiots, and it was like, we actually did not give a shit, but you just didn't know.
Well,
You fool.
yeah. If anybody, if any cool French rating people want to come by again, that's cool.
Yeah, we seriously don't actually care. Oh, it was like a couple weeks ago, Panda Pancake. It was
Yeah.
pretty brief,
It was a bunch of people showing up saying, "Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?"
which I did not wish to do because I don't know them.
Yeah.
Also, they were from the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they were here in person, I would think about it,
Yeah.
but probably not. All right, let's welcome some subs. So we don't have because of a hilarious burp in the system. I don't have the months, the resub numbers on these names. So apologies for that. But
we'll just assume that you were all brand new subs.
yes. So Vanara subbed or resubbed. I'm going to call that one a resub, I think. I think most of these are resubs, but I could be incorrect on some of them. So Vanara, welcome. Thank you so much, Vanara. Gsihyap, a name I can never figure out how it's supposed to be pronounced. Thank you and welcome. Welcome back. Nadriachi, a new sub from Nadriachi there. Thank you very much.
Fracaswell.
Fracaswell.
I remember that one.
Yep, thank you, Fracaswell. Clockwork Penguin.
Yay.
Jarlax. Could
Sorry.
be a resub, could be a new sub. Who knows?
Clockwork Penguin. I know that name in particular, not for anything necessarily that Clockwork Penguin did, although I'm sure he's an awesome person. But that just happened to be the name that was top of the list when I was doing a bunch of testing for the sub notifier thing. So the Clockwork Penguin was my test user account that I kept having pop up on the screen over and over again.
Jarlax's was 30
Like
months.
clockwork, you might say.
Welcome back, Jarlax, for 30 months. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Pardon me. Oh, here we go. Wait.
These are new people.
You've got these. Wait, yes, there's some. So, Corp said that the Lurbot has everything after
A certain point.
a certain point, which we have here. Okay, great. Yes, we got that. Okay, so, Watan Varno is next. Watan Varno, thank you very, very much. Welcome back. Kikazi, thank you for your continued support. Recognize all these names. And of course, we just were told that they were all resubs, so there's that. Ryback Gaming, welcome back. Thank you for your ongoing support. Napalm Sideburns, welcome back. Oh, a paste bin. What's this? Oh, here we are. Check this out. Now that goes way back. Where are we at here? So we're at here,
We're at
actually.
Napalm Sideburns.
So we're actually at Diamond Tiki. So Diamond Tiki for 14 months, Vanara for 13 months, Gisyap for 12 months, 1 year from Gisyap, Nadriachi 21 months, Fracaswell 34 months, Clockwork Penguin 2 months, Jarlax for 30 months, Watan Varno 21 months, Kikazi 22 months, Ryback Gaming for 2 months, Napalm Sideburns for 22 months, Mennonite 42, a 2-month resub from Mennonite. Love that. Arborist Andrew, 9-month resub, or as James likes to say, Sub Baby.
Uh-huh.
Magikaki, another
Those trees.
Sub Baby. Thank you for 9-month resub. Nathan Longhair, a 9-month resub from Nathan Longhair. Whoa. Nope, that's not. There it is. Defrost with an 18-month resub. Welcome back, Defrost. Delphi Santano with a 15-month resub. Brotherhood 49 with a 4-month resub. The notification page keeps going away. Dead Rekka for 6 months. Thank
Dead
you
Rekka.
so much. Where is that? There. Oh, it's right there. There we go. James says something.
Yay.
I thought it was Andrew.
Adam.
Or Adam. No, sorry. Andrew was there. No, James does it too. I think he got it from Adam. So
Adam and James are basically the same person.
I hear that a lot. I recommend Control F5.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think we're up to date with Dead Rekka.
Yeah. But the page kept clearing,
Yeah.
which was weird. So, do you have a date for recording the next Sidewalk Slam? No, unfortunately not. Adam and I have both been really busy. We were going to record the week that I was fighting with YouTube, and then it just didn't become possible. And Adam and I have been really, really busy. And these days, it's more difficult to find time in Studio A, because Adam works until like 5:30, and then alternating Mondays, Tinker Taylor's in there. Thursdays, currently we have Community Super League. Fridays is AFK. So there's a limited number of time to record. So we are working on it. We are making it happen. So why was WWE fighting you guys for Sidewalk Slam? Because we were using clips of the pay-per-view and the video. I mean, it should be covered under fair use, but they don't give a shit. So
Yep.
it's okay. We got there. Next Corp line will be coming this week, very soon.
To be fair, I do not envy whoever's job it would be to like go and explain to Vince McMahon how fair use works. I feel like that person would end up in some sort of headlock,
Yeah.
possibly be getting noogies.
Eventually, CSL will be over. That's true. If
It's true.
There's only two more. Something in my eye.
Depends on whether you guys are awesome and win everything.
That's true. I think we're in third place right now. I actually don't know. We might have a shot at going to the finals. Where are the standings? Do we have the standings?
Yeah, here you go.
Oh wow, there's
four.
there's actually an update.
Oh,
This week is the last show of the regular season, and Pauper will be the final format. The top 3 players make the playoffs.
so you're
So
currently
Kenji
in
7-2. He's clinched a playoff spot. The only way he'll miss out on the number 1 seed is if he loses. Is if he loses, Gabby wins, and Gabby gets first place in Brewmaster. Gabby is 6-3. She's in with a win and could potentially still back into the playoffs with a loss if she wins the Brewmaster tiebreaker. Paul is 6-3, very similar to Gabby in that
Paul Gian.
is that he's a winning in and could potentially make it in with a loss depending on who he winds up tied with and how the week 9 Brewmaster shakes out. Loading Ready Run, 5-4. At first sounds like a tough scenario. They must win, and then they need either Paul or Gabby to lose, and then they need to win a Brewmaster point tiebreaker. However, they actually control their own destiny because 1, they're paired against Gabby. So if they win, then Gabby will have lost. And 2, they're currently winning the Brewmaster standings and are far enough ahead of Gabby that she can't possibly catch them. So it's pretty simple. If they win, they're in. If they lose, they're out.
All right.
So if we can win at Pauper this week against Gabby, then we get it.
This is like the ideal. Like if this was a scrappy underdog sports movie, this is exactly where you would be. Where it's like you're almost completely out of the running, but theoretically you could still make it.
Yeah.
And so everyone's like, oh no, we're not going to make it. And then somebody's like, wait. If this happens and this happens and this happens, we're still in this.
Yeah.
Come on, everybody, let's go.
So the other 2 5-4s is Aaron Forsyth. He must win, and then he needs Paul to lose to Wedge, and then it will come down to Brewmaster points, where it's currently Aaron 25, Paul 24. In this scenario, he could still miss if Gabby loses to Loading Ready Run, but finishes ahead of Aaron on Brewmaster points. And the Professor is also 5-4. He can win his way into a tie for third if either Gabby or Paul lose, but there's no scenario where he wins that tie on Brewmaster points, so he's already eliminated from playoff contention. So we have a shot. We have a
You just
shot.
have to beat Gabby.
That's not an easy task.
No.
Gabby's been crushing this whole league. So we'll have to see how good her Pauper deck is and if ours can beat it. I don't know what she's playing either. Like, we don't know. This is unusual that we know our opponents already. Usually we don't find out who we're paired up against until after we submit our deck lists. But we've already said what kind of. We've already told Randy what kind of deck we're playing, because Randy wants to make sure that the formats are diverse. So if everyone was like we're playing Burn, he'd be like, all right, you can't all play Burn, you know. But we don't know what Gabby's playing, and Gabby doesn't know what we're playing. So
I think the best strategy would be to enlist the help of somebody that lives where Gabby does, like in the same area that Gabby does, and then release bees into wherever she's streaming from at just the right time.
I'm pretty sure that Gabby lives in Chicago, and we know Cards Against Humanity, and they live in Chicago and have the means to do that.
Yeah, I bet they've got a line on bees.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'll have to call Max.
All right.
So, anyway.
Because then you can be like, I play Killer Bees. And she's like, that's weird. That's a dumb card. Why would anybody be like, bees, bees? I'm imagining it like
Pretty sure that would be illegal.
a scene,
probably.
I'm imagining it like a scene from the Muppet Show, like where because there'll be like her camera there and just like
Yeah.
with like oversized bees with like little rods holding them.
Yeah.
Going back and forth.
Oh man. I got like a massive nostalgia flashback earlier this week because Jim linked to a UK children's show from a long time ago that was like all the characters were named after like things parents say to their kids.
Okay.
So there were these weird, like, bizarre, shapeless cartoon characters. The show was called Stop It and Tidy Up, and those were the two main characters. But there were two giant bees named Behave and Be Quiet.
Wow.
Yeah, and Jim linked to the opening titles for it, and I was just like, holy crap! I remember watching this. This show is weird. This is a weird show. Yeah, it was narrated by Terry Wogan. The Wogan, and it often did not have a moral at the end of the episode. Sometimes stuff would just happen, and it's like, okay, it's very, very strange. But yeah, all the characters were like, not now, go and play,
So was
brush your teeth.
It was every episode just like a Who's on First sketch, basically?
No, because the characters didn't talk. It was all narrated, and all the characters did
okay.
was like the characters just made like "mah, mah, mah, mah" noises. It was in the land of do as you're told.
Okay.
Yeah, the supporting characters: comb your hair, wash your face, hurry up, go and play, calm down, not now, behave and be quiet, go to bed, don't do that, take care, eat your greens, clean your teeth, and the big bad I said no. Yeah. Very, very strange show. It only got one season.
It's a good point. There is a moral. Teaching kids that sometimes stuff happens for no reason. That's an important thing to learn. Sometimes just weird stuff happens.
Yeah. Very, very odd. Very odd.
Anyway, so that was Checkpoint a while ago. And then other stuff happened afterwards.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
As always, that will be up on the Loading Ready Run after a while.
I think we got all the subs today. Sorry about that sort of wackiness there.
Yeah. Hopefully, chances are tonight for which is going to be the new
Matters of Import.
Matters of Import.
Yes, tonight on Matters of Import, Ian and Beej, it was open on this computer. Where did it go? Are playing Magic Knight Ray Earth.
Ooh.
So that'll be fun.
So there's a reasonably good chance that the sub notifier will also not work for that.
Missed one sub just now. Oh, Rebellious Uno with a 4-month resub.
Yay!
Welcome back, Rebellious Uno. Thank you so much. Beer, 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 beer.
So yeah, there's a reasonably good chance that it also won't work for that, but hopefully tomorrow morning it will work.
Yeah.
So I'll be making sure that works again this afternoon. Yes.
That's it for today. Thank you all for joining us for Checkpoint. And yeah, come back in 4 hours for Matters of Import.
Or you can just, stay around for 4 hours if you want.
It's up to you.
But we won't be here.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.